You know, I went on YouTube and I type Ahmadiyya, you know, see what video I can use. And then this one appeared in front of me, you know, Mimi Hijab. As you know, Mimi Hijab is a big scholar. I mean, thanks to David Wood, he made him look like as if he is a scholar or something big. But the guy is just an idiot. When you ask him, your God, Allah have part, he say, who say so? Your prophet say so. When he say, not a single Jew believe that God has a son. And then we find the Quran say, no, the Jews believe in that. And today this guy is making a new poo-poo. So he met with Ahmadiyya guy in the park. And he wanted to get him busted. But how he got him busted? You know, he's very super intelligent. So this is Ahmad Mimi Hijab speaking to Ahmadiyya person.
Ahmadis believe in the following. Number one, that there was Ghulam Ahmad came in India, you know, in the 1900s or whatever it was, and that he was a new prophet, you know, a prophet that came after the Prophet Muhammad.
Here you see that Muhammad Hijab is an idiot. He do not know what he is talking about. Because Ahmad Mirza Ghulam don't say that he is a new prophet. He claimed that he is the Messiah. To argue with somebody about his religion, saying that Ahmad Mirza Ghulam claimed to be a new prophet. So if he claiming to be a new prophet, why he called himself the Messiah? And then Mimi Hijab, he wanted to get this person busted. And then he was saying to him, me and you, we believe in what? In the Quran. Because those Ahmad Mirza Ghulam people, they believe in their own Quran. Because this guy, he come with the Quran, claiming it's come from Allah. And he claimed even it's better than the Quran of Muhammad. But I don't want to waste your time, you know, because there are like many people, they intervene in the conversation. So we will move the video a little bit where the butter and the cheese is located. Here Muhammad Hijab, he want to confirm to this person that me and you believe in the Quran, but remember that the Quran is the book of confusion. And Allah, he sent us a book nobody can understand.
He says in the Quran that the Quran has two kinds of verses. That has muhkamat verses, yes, unambiguous verses, unambiguous, and
unambiguous. So the Quran says there's ambiguous Quran. And why? Because you want to tell him, don't try to explain the Quran, because this is ambiguous Quran. Nobody knows what it means, save Allah. I mean, do you see the logic? So he want to convince the guy that he should not give interpretation for the Quran, because the Quran is ambiguous book. Nobody knows what it does mean, save Allah.
Shabihat, ambiguous verses. The ones who have a problem with the heart will go to the ambiguous verses, yes, in order to try and justify, make a ta'wil, make some.
You see what they do, brother? They go to ambiguous verses, trying to make explanation for them. Aha, I got you busted, Mimi Hijab. Aren't you the same one who is going to do the same thing right now? I don't want to waste your time. We move to the minute 4:22. Mimi Hijab now, he is going to get the guy busted with no mercy, and he will grab him from his tail. How? What he will do? He will give him a verse from the Quran saying the following.
With a kasra on it. Kasra ta means the last prophet. The last prophet.
So how Mimi Hijab, he got the guy busted? There's a verse in the Quran says, Bikasri ta, khatimi. But if we go in the Quran, we will find it's not Bikasri ta, you idiot. It is fatha. Mimi Hijab. If it is kasra, it's mean Muhammad the last prophet. If it's not kasra, Muhammad is not the last prophet. But according to the reading we have in front of us, it is fatha. It is not bikasri ta, it is fatha. For those who do not know what kasra and fatha mean, there's a little thing you put in the top of the letter. If it's in the top, we call it fatha. If it's in the, sometimes even the kasra can go up, like you can put it under shadda, etc. But this is the usual thing. So if it's in the top, it is fatha. If it's under the letter, we call it kasra. So this potato he just said, remember, the Quran says, وَلَكِنْ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ وَخَاتِمِ Nabiyyin, but anyone who can read it to me. It is Khatam al-Nabiyyin. So this donkey even did not know how to read his Quran. Otherwise, maybe he is reading different reading. book. However, as long he was very focusing in the kasra and the fatha, obviously that will change the meaning. So if it's a fatha, the meaning will change. If it's a kasra, the meaning will change. Well, this is fatha, so you are wrong. But let us focus together at the stupidity of Mimi Hijab and the Muslim Sunni, trying to refute this idiot who is Ahmadiyya. What is the answer that Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, that he cannot be a prophet? For Muhammad, he said he is the last of the prophet, according to this verse, according to Muslim understanding. And the funny, he is the one who says, don't try to give interpretation for the Quran, because the Quran have part which is ambiguous. But the verse here nowhere says that Muhammad is the last prophet, actually. This is why in the verse, if you read with me, this is chapter 33, verse number 40, it says that Muhammad, he don't have any of your men is one of his children. Muhammad have 0 kids. And he is the seal of the prophet. He's not the last prophet. The seal of the prophet here mean the one who, like, you know, when you go to the government, you ask them for a seal. To do what? To certify. So he is the one who certified. This is why the Quran keeps saying, Musaddiqan lima bayna yadayhi. He certified, he believed in what is between his hand. So he is the seal who certified. And here you see the Quran mentioning something very important, that Muhammad, he is not the father of any of your men, which means for the Arab at least, none of the Arab will take the business of Muhammad, which means will inherit the business of Muhammad, because Muhammad is doing the business. But even if it says he is the last prophet, here you see the stupidity of Mimi Hijab and the Muslim Sunni who try to refute the Ahmadiyya. Because simply, the guy, he claimed that he is the Messiah. He is not claiming to be a new prophet, you idiot. The Messiah already came. This is not a new person. This guy, he claimed to be the Messiah. So when you say to him that the prophet says he is the last prophet, that's because you're a certified idiot. And then he continue. He says, let me ask you a question. Now here things is getting intense, supposedly. Mimi Hijab is going to hit in the head. Let me ask you a question. Okay, what is the question, Mimi? Go.
That Khatim and Khatim, that he's the seal of the prophets, and that he is the last prophet, both. Seal and last. Khatim.
Seal and last, that's it. You know, just take it, okay? He's seal and last.
Means last. Khatim. Bikasra ta means last.
See, with the kasra, you see? Khatim, not khatam. We just showed you in the Quran, it says khatam, not khatim.
In Arabic. Look, and if you don't believe me, go to Lisan al-Arab.
Yeah, we go to Lisan al-Arab. But we just show it to them, all of them, in the screen. It is khatam, not khatim. You are an idiot. But anyway, we don't want to waste our time with this idiot. This is not an excuse to believe in this guy or not, because simply he claimed to be the Messiah, and the Messiah is coming back. And look what Mimi Hijab he just did. He just said to the guy, you cannot believe in Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, who is claiming to be the Messiah, because Muhammad is the last prophet. That's mean Mimi Hijab don't believe that the Messiah is coming back. Do you understand what I'm saying? As long he cannot accept Ahmad Mirza Ghulam to be a prophet. And why? Because there is a verse in the Quran says that Muhammad is the last prophet. But Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, he don't just claim to be a prophet, he claimed to be the Messiah who is back. So if that verse in the Quran saying that Muhammad is the last prophet, and Mimi Hijab is using it to refute the one who claimed to be the one who is coming back, the Messiah who came back, that's mean Mimi Hijab don't believe in the coming back of the Messiah. And this guy, he is a Hanafi. He believed that if a person have sex with his mother, it's okay. And he is the same person who said to David Wood that Allah don't have body part. And he is the same person in the same location, in the same corner, with the same microphone. He said to the Christians in the park that yes, Allah can go inside the body of someone else, or he can have a body. So those are a bunch of hypocrites. They lie, they bend in the situation, the location. What about us as a Christians? How we can refute the Ahmadiyya? Forget about Mimi Hijab and the one who claimed that Muhammad is the last prophet. Well, can you show me the prophecies of your prophet? Your prophet, he prophesied that the Arab, they will conquer the Roman. And to avoid fighting the Turkish. And later, the Turkish is the one who conquered the Roman, not your prophet. Your prophet, he claimed that the Roman will be victorious in Bid'i Sinin. And then we calculate the number, we find this is absolutely false. Muhammad, he failed with the prophecy. Your prophet, he claimed that the moon is split asunder and the judgment day is so near and nothing happened and there is no moon split. And this is a big fat lie. And your prophet is the one who claimed that the sperm of the man coming from the backbone and women have a sperm coming from her ribs. And this is absolutely another prophecy of lying, because supposedly he's telling us something nobody knows. It's your prophet too who told us that the sun set in murky water. In order to make it, fix it, you try to say, oh, it appeared to Zulqarnain, but nowhere in the Quran it says appear. And you are the one who said to this guy, the Quran have two parts, ambiguous, ambiguous. The only ambiguous is you. Because when Allah, he says, he found it, he did not say he thought. So the Muslim, in one hand, they say to us, the Quran is so clear. It's so clear. Even the Quran says, وَفَصَّلْنَاهُ تَفْصِيلًا. We made this book with great details. And when Allah, he says he found it, he found what? He found that the sun sitting in murky water. The Muslim, they try to fix it. They say, oh, it appeared to him. It appeared. So Allah, he forgot the word appear to him. Instead, he made a mistake and he says he found it. This is how the hypocrisy of this religion, to cover the bum of their prophet who is doing poo-poo left and right, they try to make it something different when the verse is so clear. And the one is talking is Allah, is not even the guy. Until he reached the sitting place of the sun, he found it sitting. It doesn't say he thought it was sitting. And you know what? What the point even of saying he thought is sitting if Allah will not fix him or fix his information? Do you see anyone saying he's fixing information now? No. So he said he found it. He is reporting a find. And find is about a fact. If I say I found Mimi Hijab doing poo-poo in the top of the Quran, that means there was three things. There was Mimi Hijab, there was a Quran, and there was a poo-poo. And then that confirmed other things, that he was in the top, and then he did the poo-poo in the top of the Quran, and then the Quran was covered by poo-poo. So when we say found it, we are not saying he thought, we are not saying maybe, we are not saying it's not clear, we are saying, we are stating what he found, it's a fact. And then we find that this guy, Zulqarnain, he continued and he changed his direction, and then he found this rising place of the sun. And he found the sun rising in the people, you know. And then the story continued, and then he built a dam between Gog and Magog and us. And we know, all of us, we know. I mean, we have the satellite, they discover every inch in this earth, and until now we did not find such a dam, damn you, Muhammad. And we did not find such billions of people who they are not a human, by the way. Those Gog and Magog, they are not like us. According to some description of the Muslims, they have ears like a tent, and they sleep inside their ears, which is the right ear. And each one of them is so horny, to the point before he die, he will have 1,000 baby before he die. So the ratio of the number between us and the Gog and Magog is 1,000 to 1. So if we are 7 billion human being, there's 7 trillion Gog and Magog. Where are they? So when Muslims, they try to debate somebody about if your prophet is a prophet, my prophet is the last prophet, we laugh and we die laughing, and you know what you can expect. But let us go now to the Ahmadiyya. Ahmadiyya is one of the most stupid, funny religion. If you are an Ahmadiyya, please let me know. I will take your call. I will open my Skype for you. Let me open my Skype in case we have any Ahmadiyya. Just give me a second. If you are an Ahmadiyya and knowledgeable about your religion, please feel free. I will open Skype just for the Ahmadiyya today. All right. Okay, Skype is coming on. So if you're an Ahmadiyya, please feel free to call me. Text me first. You cannot call me. Text me and I will take your call. I will call you back. You know, the easiest way for us as a Christians to fight this cult, you need to know first that the Ahmadiyya, Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, he said that he came back to destroy Christianity. To destroy Christianity. And to destroy the cross. So you need to put in your consideration as a Christian that Ahmadiyya is a very satanic antichrist cult. This is his target. This guy, he did not hide it. He said, I came to destroy Christianity and to break the cross. Why he said that? Because simply Muhammad, he said in the hadith, as you know, Muhammad, he made many poo-poo because he hated the cross, and he hated Jesus. So he said that the Messiah will come back and he will break the cross and he will kill the pig. So this guy, Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, he used a statement made by Muhammad to claim about himself, who is he. And then when they ask him, well, you know what? Okay, well, the cross is there. I mean, you did not destroy anything. He said, well, didn't I win many debate with the Christians? Which is very funny. What debate? I challenge any Muslim to come to me and call me right now so we can laugh at your debate. And I'm talking about Ahmadiyya now. But look what happened. When this guy, he claimed that he is going to come and destroy the cross, in one hand, he claimed that he was married for 3 years. He was a woman, he was married. And then after he become married for 3 years, he become Jesus. So this person is a transgender from female to a male. How? Don't ask. How? Don't tell. And then he continues saying, actually, let us go and read. I will give you the easiest way to destroy this cult. You know, if any Ahmadiyya, he spoke to you. You know, if you remember, once I have a debate with the Ahmadiyya guy, and I asked him about how his prophet, Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, who claimed to be the Messiah, he died. He agreed that he died by cholera. By cholera. I searched in the internet right now, and I found 2 websites of Al-Ahmadiyya. This is one of them. alislam.org. Muslim who believe in the Messiah, Hazrat Mirza. And here you see this religion. They, you know, in Arabic, we say Hadrat. They cannot even, I mean, this is a Messiah. He cannot even say Hadrat. What Hazrat? What is that Hazrat? There's nothing in Arabic. It's called Hazrat. So Hazrat means Mr. I mean, Mr. The Messiah, Mr. Messiah. Okay. So Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Kaidan. This is the city where he supposed is born in. So here they are answering about his death. Did Hazrat Mirza Ghulam die in objectionable death? Okay, how he died? They say here, certain Muslims shamelessly allege that Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad died of cholera in a bathroom. This is a shameful lie. This is not based on any trustworthy source. There was nothing objectionable about his death. Well, look what happened. I searched for the same story in the Ahmadiyya website. And I found an Ahmadiyya website in Arabic. Do you know what they say in the Ahmadiyya website in Arabic? They say, yes, he died by diarrhea and by cholera. But what's wrong with that? And they are not only saying that, they are saying this is how Allah proved that he is the Messiah. Let me open the other website. Where is the other website? I hope I did not lose it. Where it is, where it is. Give me a second. They are refuting the Muhammadans, saying to them, well, those are who say such a thing, they are ignorant about Islam. And this is how Allah really, like, he examined his messengers, or he proved that those messengers are messenger from God. How? By making them die. Here we go. I found the website. Okay. This is a website called Bisat Ahmadi. Bisat Ahmadi. And this is an Ahmadiyya website. And here they are defending his death. And they are speaking about how he died. I will post the link for you later. All right. And this is the article in Arabic. The death of the promised Messiah, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad al-Qaidani, peace be upon him. To know how he died, I will use actually a Google translation. Let me do this actually first. All right. I will use Google translation for you. Let us use Google translation. The death of the promised Messiah, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qaidani, peace be upon him. As you see, this is their website. Oh, guys, you cannot see my screen. Oh, sorry for that. Let me open the screen. Okay, good. I apologize. Okay, then this is the website in Arabic, Ahmad Mirza Ghulam. All right, this is the official website of the Ahmadiyya. This is not Sunni. This is not Shia. This is not people who speak against them. This is made by the Ahmadiyya. And I did translate the same website using Google translation. One click, translate. Here it says, he explained to us how he died. In order to know the details of the death of the promised Messiah, peace be upon him, we will take the testimony of one of the natural writers, Professor Annie and Addison, the English writer and the author in India. So that testimony would be just and fair without any bias toward one side. So this is the Ahmad Mirza Ghulam people using an article written by Annie Addison. She is a British woman. She lived in India at that time during his death. Okay. And she said, supposedly, she is recording the last moments of the life of this person or the death of this person. And obviously she is, she is a follower of him. The funny is when they say a British person, they don't tell you that this person believe in him or not. You see how they deceive? But look what it says. This is now the trustworthy story. It's worth nothing that Ahmad had told his family member, remember this is Google translation, and those close followers that his death was imminent. So he told them, I'm dying. And after telling them, he received another revelation saying that what it's mean. Leaving, then leaving, the death is near. So he received revelation saying, leaving and leaving, death is near. This is from Allah coming. And he said to him, don't trust the moral life, it is going to be destroyed. Of course, that last revelation left no doubt about his imminent death. So his wife, she go to Lahore immediately to be next to him, as usual, and did not stop working. I mean, you can read the whole thing. We don't want to read the whole story, but we will go to the important. Here it says that this person, Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, he becomes so ill. He become so ill. All right. Let's read together. So she took a taxi, blah, 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 blah. Okay. He becomes so ill. The doctor were called to see him. It's time for a prayer. One of them replied, yes, sir, it has come, but he was not able to get up. Okay, here we need to stop. How this guy, he claimed to be the Messiah, who resurrect people from death, who make people they are dead come back to life, who heal the leper, the blind, and everyone is sick by just touching them. He himself, he is horribly, sick. Even he fainted due to his severity of disease. What disease is that? It was the cholera. And if you check right now, what cholera cause diarrhea, shit. Excuse my language. And then look what they do. This is the Ahmadiyya. They are trying to prove to us that Ahmad Mirza Ghulam is really true a prophet of God. How? Because he died of diarrhea. As for the opponent blame that the promised Messiah, peace be upon him, because his death of his holiness, the death of his holiness is from diarrhea disease, It's ignorance of the religion of Islam above all. Maybe translation is not coming correct. Let me show you in Arabic. So what they are saying, that those who say, well, how in the world he is the Messiah and he died because of diarrhea? The answer is, well, you are ignorant about Islam then. Actually, this is a proof. Read carefully with me if you are a person who speaks Arabic. فإن الموت بهذا المرض هو بمثابة الشهادة عند الله. Let me zoom in. Dying by such a disease, which is diarrhea, is a certification from Allah for him. Allah saying shahada that this person is the Messiah. Why? How? Because he died because of diarrhea.